Hi, my Taurus friends. This is a weekly horoscope, tarot horoscope from Wednesday, March 30th to next Wednesday, April 6th. Can you believe it's April already? Crazy. Anyways, okay, you guys, I have switched it up a little bit again and gone back to the horseshoe spread that I did a couple weeks ago. And I've also still added in the, let me fix these cards here. Added in the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed as just a clarifier. And I've already shuffled and pulled your cards to save time. All right, so let's jump right in and see what's coming up in your week ahead. Taurus, it's interesting. You look like you're having a pretty good but interesting week. I'm happy to announce that there's been a project or something that's been going on in Taurus's lives for the last month or so. And it looks like, and it's showing that in the past, we're coming to some conclusion of this. The world card, if I can talk properly, the world card shows a completion or a closure around a certain aspect in your life. It can indicate travel as well. For some of you, I'm getting that, just so you know. This might be something that you had to travel for, or more importantly, it just is a card of closure and completion in some aspect of your life. And by the look of these cards, it looks like you're trying to complete something. In your present, you have the Seven of Wands. This guy is a card of like being on defense. He's got his wand up. He's like, I'm ready to go. Like, let's go. He's ready to battle. So there's something about your past that you're trying to bring closure to something from your past, and you're ready to fight to bring closure to this. It's like defending your position. Maybe not fight, but defend. It's something you're willing to defend to bring closure to this issue from the past. What you expect is to work hard. I love this in your expectations because, Taurus, this means that you're expecting, it's like I hear Rocky music in the background, right? If you can understand the attitude that would come with that music. It's like, oh, you ain't taking me out, buddy. I'm going to train. I'm going to work my butt off. I expect to win this fight. I expect to be able to do what I'm going to do going forward, about to bring closure to this past situation. What you desire is closure again, connection, contracts, union. The Lover's card symbolizes, yes, it can symbolize two people coming together. So if we're talking about a relationship here, some issue from the past coming up that you are willing to defend, you are expecting to work hard and do whatever you got to do to get through this, because you desire to be able to come together, to have this contract, to be able to trust and love and all the good things that come with the Lover's card, right? But again, apply this to however you might understand this. Whatever issue this is, it could be selling a house or buying a car or something like this. Whatever this is that you're trying to bring closure to right now, this in your desire card shows that you desire to have a union with the people or the partners around you that you're trying to do this with. What I love about this week for you, Taurus, is this card, the Ace of Wands, comes up in your unexpected unknown factors. Now, in other decks, the Ace of Wands has the thumb up. This deck, it doesn't for some reason, but most classic tarots, it does, and I always see it that way regardless. For me, that's exactly what this card indicates. It embodies all of that energy. It's like a thumbs up. It's like, yes, let's go. Boom, it's action forward, it's new beginning, it's like, yes, it literally is, yes, thumbs up. Everything you would think with thumbs up. So unexpected unknown factors in your world is thumbs up. So whatever this is that you're prepared to fight and work so hard for, whoosh, comes in this week better than what you're expecting to, I think. The King of Pentacles shows a completion of its signing of contracts. It is fruits of your labor so to speak, I guess. The energy, see, the king is at the end of the pentacles, and the pentacles, so it could be investment. There's the word I'm looking for. It's like your investment coming to fruition. So whatever you've invested in, whether it be a relationship or whatever it might be, whatever you've invested in, it looks like in the beginning of the week is just going to go whoop a little bit quicker or easier than what I think you're expecting. And then towards the end of the week, you have the Two of Swords. This card shows an energy of being in an indecision, right? She's got the blindfold over her eyes and the swords crossed. It's like, well, which way do I go about this? And it's interesting because when I pulled your reading, I was like, oh, I can't leave it on that. Like midweek, you've got a decision to make. Which way do I go? And I'm going to have to pull a clarifier on that. But I couldn't do it yet because I like to look at the cards on the bottom of the deck to just give us a feel of the overarching energy in your reading. And on the bottom of the deck, you have the Justice card. Justice is being served this week. The Justice card also indicates contracts, government, law, lawyers, court, things like that. If this is a relationship from the past you've been defending, working hard towards, prepared to fight for, just want a happy union going forward, some kind of fruition, some kind of fruits of your labor kind of energy is coming through in the beginning of the week, it feels like. And then in the end of the week, we're left with this. And again, so it has to do with justice. Now, this could be anything. Like I said, I have a friend who's I say like I said, but I said last week, I have a friend who's selling a house, and this makes sense for that as well. You know, like having to work really hard for something, defending, you know, I'm not selling it for less than what I want to just sell it for, and trying to have a happy union between two people and whatnot. So fit this into your life however you understand it. And I'm going to pull a clarifier for this card in a minute. But I also, like I said, I pulled a card from this deck as well. And the card that you got, Taurus, is a change in the wind. This thing from the past that you're trying to close and be done with, it's on its way. You're almost there. You're so almost there. There's a change in the wind. Your life is about to change. And I think you've been so wrapped up and so working so hard. You're just expecting to buckle down and work towards this, that this new life is going to come in. This new change is going to come in, and you're going to be like, okay, well, I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't thinking about that. I was expecting to fight. I think that, see, I don't even know if I have to pull a clarifier. I think that's exactly what this energy is talking about. I'm going to pull one because I want to see if I'm right, but I'm fairly certain that's what we're talking about here. And I love, it's not often that you see that things come in easier than what you expect. Spirit, please clarify this Two of Swords for me, please. Yeah. I love this. This is why I love tarot. Like I said, you're just going to be confused, or not confused, but a little bit. You've been thinking so much about how to buckle down and fight through this that you haven't thought so much about what do I do in the new life, in the new world. Like once I win this court case, or once I win this, you know, once we come back together and we're not fighting anymore, or once we sell this house, whatever that is, it's like, okay, now what? The clarifier to this, I'm like, what does this mean? What does this now what mean? Or what does this indecision mean? And that's exactly what it means. Now what? Because the Eight of Cups shows you walking in a new direction. These cups aren't all down in a chaotic fashion. Nothing's exploded. This is a very healed energy, Taurus. You are walking away from an old life and walking into a new life. Some kind of emotional investment or financial, some kind of investment you're going to see some kind of fruition to this week, especially I would say towards the end of the weekend, or towards the beginning or mid-weekend this week, leading into next week. Taurus, have a great week. I hope this reading helped you. And if it did, please let me know in the comments below. It helps me when I get some feedback so I know if it's helping you. And It helps me if you share it. And if you would like more information on how to get your own private tarot reading or private mediumship reading, then you can find that on my website, THMedium.ca. Have a great week, guys. I'll see you next week.